What's going on, people? What's going on? This is Lawrence D. Adams, and yes, I'm back. There's a little commercial in the beginning of the show to get it going. Definitely, let's get this going. This is Lawrence D. Adams, and I am here live and direct. Once you enter the game, you got to do this, or you're gonna have to go home. So let's get this started today. How you guys doing? What's going on with Dre? What's going on, Joe? What's going on, guys? How are you doing? Let's get the lights up. Let's get everybody going today. Yesterday was epic, Yesterday, Jono went in like crazy yesterday. And as Joe, you said you went back and you listened to what he was saying. It was amazing what he shared yesterday. It was epic. It was amazing. So yeah, definitely shout out to everyone that's here. And we're going to get started in a few minutes. I got to wait till the buzz go through. And then you know how that is around here. And I'm actually looking. Dog, I got to make sure I take my vitamins today. So how's everybody doing today? Let me fix my camera right quick. Hi. Let's see here. Okay. Stop. Okay, here we go. There we go. So how's everybody doing today? How's everyone doing today? Got a new light. I'm trying to make sure it looks good, and it actually looks good in here. Doesn't flush me out. It actually looks fresh and good. But let's talk about this. Once you enter the game, man. See, this thing we understand the game over here is strategies. Once you enter the game, you must go large or you must go home. Let me adjust my camera for a second. There we go. One more to adjust. You must go large or you must go home. That's right. You must go large or you must go home. And I think what happens is people enter the game and they want to play small. People enter the game, but they want to go small. See, when you enter the game of strategy, it should not be something you must start off small, but you should be going large. You may start off small, but you should be going to accomplish something that's large. Your maneuvers that you do should be so a maneuver your strategy so that you go large. Too many people, especially men, play too small. Oh, I know what I'm talking about today. Too many men play too small. And you enter the game, you must play large. What am I saying to you? The game is, we define here, is just strategy. So you must begin to play large. You need to play large. What do I mean by playing large? You must go, instead of just getting a chicken McNugget, you should be going for the whole chicken farm. You should be going for something that's large. You should be getting your stakes that you're going large. Too many guys play small in life and they get to the end of their life and they wonder why they never accomplish anything. Too many men play too small and they wonder why they're not accomplishing anything in life. In the game, it's always about making moves, yes, but it's also about knowing that you got to play larger. You should be, today you might accomplish this, the next day you're going to go larger. You should be playing large. Why am I saying this to guys? Because if I can get you to play bigger than where you were, it's going to pull you out of your comfort zone, but it's going to turn you into the man you never were. Let me say that again. If I can pull you out of your comfort zone, get you to do the things you never think you were ever going to do, it's going to pull you to another place and you're going to be the man you never thought you were going to be. Too many men are the same and they're not wondering why they're not accomplishing more, not having a woman that they want because they're playing too small. You are playing too small. It is those who want to take the mountain, who wants to take the mountain, who actually gets the mountain. And what happens is too many guys want to play small. When you play small, this is what happens. You start complaining about women, start complaining about life, start complaining about your job. You start complaining about how much money you make because you're playing too small. You need something bigger in your life that you're shooting for. You need something bigger in your life that you're shooting for. Just this morning, I give examples. I'm be transparent. I got an idea to do something. So I reached out to one guy. I said, yo, man, what do you think about if I do this idea? He said, man, I'm all aboard. I would love to participate with you. So the thing of it is, you never know who's going to participate or even help you on what you want to do. But too many times you're playing small. You're playing too small and no one wants to play with someone who wants to play small. So you can say, I'm going to play large. I'm going to stretch myself and do something I never did before. It's when you decide to do that, it's when your life will change, but you'll change as a man. But when you begin to do that also, you will begin to attract different people in your life. The problem that many guys have with women is you're not doing something that's large, or you're not doing something that expands, or that's something that's bigger than you. A woman always wants to be a part of a man that is doing something big or a big vision. This might be redundant for some, but class is definitely in session. A woman always wants to be with a man who has ambition, a vision, and knows where he's going. A woman wants to be with a man who has ambition and knows where he's going. And the problem is too many guys are playing small. So let me answer the question that would come up. But how do we stop playing small? You stop playing small when you get something bigger that you want to accomplish in your life. It could be getting that 89, not 19, 1979 Cutlass, and you want to redo it over. It could be you want to go on this trip and you want to do that. It could be something very minute to somebody else, but it's big to you. Once you get the energy and that you're striving for something bigger than just women will begin to attract to you. The problem is people get into the game and then they're going to play small with the game. You need to get out there and actually put in some work and play big. It's those who play big who get is those men, because we're talking to men majority, it's those men who play big who end up accomplishing the most in life. It's those men who play big who end up accomplishing the most in life. The problem is we have too many men playing small. If this is resonating with you, didn't let me know in the chat room. Too many men are playing small, even when it comes to dealing with women, when it comes to their living arrangements, when it comes to their job, when it comes to their goals, when it comes to their life. And when you get into this game, it shouldn't be like you second guessing yourself. You should be at the place like I'm about to get it. I'm the best thing since sliced bread. I'm the best thing since they sliced pizza up. I am that pizza. I am the best. You should not be playing small. You shouldn't be playing small. The men who play small end up accomplishing nothing. The men who decide to play big and to go large end up accomplishing the most. When you listen to, I listen to like a lot of biographies. And when they're biographies, you listen to those guys and men and women, they always had when they didn't have nothing. They seen themselves on stage or they see themselves doing something. They always had something that they were striving for that was larger than life, something that they couldn't accomplish. I was listening to a story yesterday about Jermaine Jackson, and he was talking about Michael. He was saying when Michael was little, the Jackson 5 didn't have Michael and a younger Randy in it. But Michael was so adamant about getting in with his brothers that he would play the bongos. He would do this. He would dance. He would do whatever he can because he had an inside. He may not have been able to articulate it, but he had a bigger vision of where he needed to be. And he refused to play small. He wanted to be with his older brothers. So many times what's stopping you is your vision of yourself, but you're playing too small. Too many men are playing too small and they're wondering why they're getting the level of women that they're getting, or they're getting the level of where they're at because they're playing too small. The thing that most time, the reason why we play small, and I have to think about it my own self, is because you're thinking about how much it will cost you. And I mean monetary, but also it's going to cost you some on some level. And the reason why you play small is because you're thinking about what price you will have to pay. And yes, there will be a price, but many times we're thinking about how am I going to pay for this venture that I want to do? Is it feasible for me? So yes, there's a cost with it, but too many times you're allowing yourself to think too small because you're thinking about how I'm going to do this, how I'm going to play that, and how I'm going to do this, how I'm going to do that. Your mind is on the wrong thing. You should be at the end of it, looking at it and say, you know what? I'm going to get it. I'm going to accomplish it. Once you have that mentality that you're going to accomplish it, that you're going to take over, guess what's going to happen? Life will actually begin to bend and begin to fashion itself to give you what you want. I said life will begin to bend and fashion itself to give you what you want when you have good and pure intentions. Let me say that correctly. But life will begin to bend and fashion yourself and give you what you want. But the problem is you have not decided what you want and you are afraid and you're playing small. I'm challenging you today. Do not play small. It is time for you to get what you want and to do what you have in your heart. It's something I wanted to do. I just said, you know what? I text my dude today. I said, yo, what about this idea? Yo, I'm down. Let me talk to the other dudes and we can get this happening. Sometimes your goal is going to be accomplished. It's just a text message away, or you just putting it out there. I have no idea how I'm going to pay for this. I don't even know idea how everything. I need permits, and I don't know if everybody's going to be on board. I got to find some founding members. So much to it, intrinsic to it. But I see the end product. You have to think bigger than what you're at. The problem is too many men are playing small. And you don't want to get to the end of your life and have this one conversation with yourself. I wish I had done more with my life and accomplished and fulfilled some of the things I wanted to do. I wish I had gone out and traveled the world. I wish I had at least talked to that girl I should have talked to. You living with regrets. You do not want to live with regrets. You want to live at the point where you know that you live your life to the fullest. So you cannot play small. The game demands that you do not play small. So when you enter into the game, it's always about what? You playing large. If you understand any level, when you deal with any, you look at any, because we always got to do a reference for those to connect with it. When you look at any pimp, he's not playing small. Some guys play small, but the real ones are trying to play large. They're trying to be what? International. So they can go to different spots and they can pimp there. I'm just saying that as an example. But reality of it is they have a bigger vision, and it's not even the woman on the track. The thing of it is to get things done. The problem and to get out of that particular sector of the game. Understand what I'm telling you. Too many guys are playing small and they want to enter into this game, but they have playing too small. Why would you enter into the game and get this and play small? Why would you try to play small when reality of it, life is demanded that you play big. Life is demanded that you step up and really hit that bat. Life is saying hit it out the park. But too many men are playing small. You're playing small with the women that you're dealing with because you keep going to what? Low-hanging fruit because it's easy for you. You don't want the challenge of going to women that you normally wouldn't go to because you're thinking too small. Even when your job or whatever career you're in, why are you stopping there? You got to begin to play bigger. You got to begin to play larger than when you at. Because when you realize that, life will give you what you asked for, and it's been giving you what you asked for at this point. If this is resonating with you, let me know. I'm going to stop. I'm going to play that commercial back again. We got 9 people watching. Let me know if this is resonating with you. You understand what I'm saying to you. See, your game doesn't get sharp until you begin to play larger, because then you can test it out. Game is just strategy. Your game does not become sharper, doesn't become effective until you play on a different level that you're playing on now. Your game doesn't become effective until what's going on? Your game does not become effective until you begin to play what? On a different level than when you're playing now. When you begin to play on the different level than where you're at now, you now can exercise that game that you have and see it come to fruition. The problem is everybody wants the rewards, want the fruit, but ain't nobody want to do the work. Everybody wants the fruit, but ain't nobody want to do the work. It's when you decide that you're going to put in the work and that you want something bigger in your life, you realize that where you live at, you should be living in a bigger place. The car that you're driving, you should be driving a different car. You should have 2 cars, whatever the case may be. The problem is you have not made a decision mentally that this is what you really want. You are afraid that if you go for something larger, what's going to happen? What's going on, everybody? Ted, what's going on, everybody? Jonathan, what's going on? Salute. You made a decision that if you go for something larger, that you're not going to be able to handle it. When you enter the game, You're going to really, when you enter the game and you go for something larger, it will stretch you. It will force you to either go for some larger or sit your little self down. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Actually, when you understand this, you realize that women will begin to gravitate to you like never before because you're going for something larger. You're going for something that's bigger than you. Then she becomes a true what? Helpmate. She begins to multiply what you're trying to do. The problem is, and then you can decide, is she a multiplier or is she a divider? Is she a multiplier or is she a divider? And you begin to do that with everybody that comes into your life. Right. There you go. LDA, like you told me before, I need to work on myself so that I can get a lot, so I can get a lot of women in Atlanta, East Point that doesn't have any kids. Your problem is you got to work on you. And the women ain't the problem. The women are not when you begin to work on you ask them, and then if that's your goal, you want to get a bunch of women. Why do you want to get a bunch of women? See, there's no need to have a bunch of women so you can say, hey, I got a lot of women. Yo, I did this. What are you trying to accomplish by having a bunch of women? See, that's the problem. Most guys don't never ask the next question. You should ask that question, but the next question after that. Why do you want so many women? Acquire before you desire. Right. There you go. Why do you want so many women? Is it so it can feed your ego so that you can say that you're the man? So that you can say, yeah, I got this notches on my belt that I'm this and I'm that. If that is the reason, you missing the whole experience of having women in your life. It's deeper than laying down and them splitting their legs open. It's deeper than that. It's much more than that. See, that's what guys don't talk about on here on YouTube. Yeah, anybody can say how to get 20 to tell you, but you need to do this to get women. I believe you need to learn that. But the decide thing, why do you want it for real? Why do you want these women in your life? Do you want them to stroke your ego? Do you want them in your life so that you can feel good? You should be feeling good already by yourself. You should be happy with yourself already. But why do you want these women in your life? Do you want companionship? What is the purpose of the woman in your life? If you good by yourself, then you will want a woman that don't need your. Okay, if you're good by yourself, then you want women, but you need women, right? You don't need women. I get what you're saying, but what is the purpose? The real reason why you want women in your life? What's the real reason why you want money? What is the reason why you? What's the real reason? See, we can all say that. We can all say we want these things. I'm guilty of it too. I'm transparent. I'll tell you like it is. But what is the real reason? What are you trying to feed inside of you that you feel that you're deficient of, that you think that having a lot of women is going to solve? I'm talking to you, brothers. What is it really going to solve? It's going to make you feel, it's going to make sure your friends will be like, yo, man, you the man. Are you going to have people give you accolades, say, oh yeah, your game is airtight because of that? What is the real reason? See, it's good to go large, but you got to know the reason why you want these things. Because when they show up and you don't know what to do with them, they will disappear. When they show up and you don't know what to do with them, they will just disappear. It's a call. I teach the gospel of responsibility over here. You are freaking responsible for what shows up in your life, but you're also freaking responsible for what will exit your life. I'm guilty, more guilty than what I thought. Okay. The reason is that people claim that I can't get women because my attitude was different in their opinion. They claim that I don't act like a human. They think that I'm still a child, but I'm not. Okay. So you're doing that for external validation. Who gives a rat's butt about what the hell they think? I told you what my grandfather said. What other people's business, none of my other people's opinion of me is none of my damn business. I feel what you're saying. Other people, opinion is not none of my damn business. Yes, I love to be happy, strong on my own. However, whether I got 15 girls or 0 girls, right? But what is the doggone reason? Your reason can't be because of what people think of you. That means you value their opinion more than you value your own. Forget what they think of you, whether they think you a man or think you a child or think you an alien or whatever the case may be. You should be in a place, my good brother, when you realize that it doesn't matter what they think of me. It is more advantageous that what you think of yourself is what you think of who you are. It's what you think about you. But what is maybe this is for somebody. What is the real reason you want all these women? What is the real reason? They must serve a purpose in your life, even if it's just pleasure, even if it's just company. What is the doggone reason why you want these? See, most guys want that, but they don't know the reason why they want it. And so they end up acquiring all these women. But the women don't stay because you did not learn the lesson why this woman showed up in your life. Because always a woman is always a mirror to who you really are. She will show you by who she is, as you are showing her who she is through you. That's why I'm advantageous that you go large as a man. You need to not worry about what other people think of you. Other people's opinion of you is none of your damn business. It's none of your business. You need not worry about it. They're going to think whether you do good or whether you do bad. They're going to constantly be thinking what's going on, baby. See, they're constantly going to be what? They're constantly going to be thinking negative, positive about you. Let them think on. What you need to do is say, you think that about me? Cool. Let me internally validate myself, which is the first video I got on here when you go to my channel, and let me what? Prove myself. Let me prove myself different. Prove it to you and not to them. Let your actions talk louder than your words. But when you validate yourself, say, I'm good. Oh, I got this. You may think that about me, but it's okay. I'm about to show myself what I can do. That's why I'm demanding. That's why I'm demanding that men step up. I remember you telling me that not to fool with the hood chicks on Cleveland Avenue a good while back. I don't want to sound like a repeat record. Right. You only dealing with that because that's belief that you can have. You thinking, well, I look like this, or I might be this weight or this and that. If the game is tight and you're confident in yourself and you know where you're going and you work on yourself, you will get the woman, you will get the women that you like. But you got to work on you. And the biggest thing, Ted, you got to work on is not caring about what other people think. Stop caring about what they think about you. People going to think about you good, bad, or indifferent. People are going to think about you good, bad, or indifferent. You must get over it. You must get over it. People will think good, bad, or indifferent about you. It's just life. People always got an opinion as well as they have to go to the bathroom. Somebody got to use toilet paper. I believe I can get a chick that you can get a chick that will respect you when you begin to respect you and your opinion. Let me say that again. Let me take my glasses off. You can get a chick that's going to respect you. That's going to respect you when you begin to respect yourself and how you think about you. There's no other way. I don't care how much game or people tell you, it always starts in you. When you begin to, you don't respect yourself enough. When you respect yourself enough, people will begin to respect you and treat you differently. That's why I did the whole audio book, The Secret Invisible Crown. That's all it's talking about. It always starts within you. When you have that self-confidence in who you are and what you can do and what you can accomplish, guess what's going to happen? The world will begin to reflect who you are. The problem is you don't believe in yourself. I'm not talking about you particularly. You don't believe in yourself. I'm telling you, you can. I believe you can. But you got to start with you. See, this is the thing. Everybody want to work on the outside things, but no one wants to do the internal work to adjust who they really are. No one wants to do the internal work to adjust who they really are. And that is the reason why they're losing when it comes to the game. That's why I'm saying in this particular video that you must go large. You, instead of supersize everything, you need to go large. Why are you, brother and sisters, why are you playing small? Why are you settling for crumbs when there's a buffet right before you? Why are you settling for crumbs when there's a buffet right in front of you? Why get into the game? Why get into the game and you settling for crumbs? The game was never designed for you to eat the crumbs that fall at the table. The game was always for you to sit down as a king, for the women here, as a queen, and sit down with fork, knife, for you to sit down at the table and have the finest of dining, sipping Dom Perignon with a filet mignon, with a dessert made from a chef from France. It was always designed for you to have the best, but you're selling it for the crumbs that comes from Popeyes and from the biscuits, whatever the case may be. You settling. That's why I'm saying, why get in the game to settle? Why get in the game to play small? Why get into this arena? Why listen to all of this if you're going to play small? But I hear somebody saying, well, that's all I know. No. Why play small? Why learn this? Why digest this if you're going to play small? Those who may play small, you might as well take your little bat and your mitten and go home. This hit me hard good. Why play small? Why are you learning all of this? Digest and listen to me day in and day out. Shout out to the elite core. Why are you playing small? When there's a vast world waiting for you to leave your legacy, to let them know that you were here. And if your legacy is just to knock off women, you have failed as a freaking man. All you want to be known for is that you bed a lot of women. Why would you do that? Why would you limit yourself when there's a whole world who needs to know that you are here? The game is not for your local. The game is for global takeover. The game is not for just local. The game is for global takeover. Why do you think I'm saying these things? This game is not for you to just go local. This game is for you to be global. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? It's for you to go global. They should know you in Africa. They should know you in East Europe. They should know you in East Asia. They should know you down in Brazil. They should know you in Australia. They should know you in Alaska. Your name, who you are. But the problem is we're stuck on our street and we're stuck on the people that we deal with, and we're not thinking global. The game is for you to go global. I don't know who this is for, but this is for someone. The game was never meant for you to play small. It was meant for you to go global. If not, sit your little self down, put your little whiny pants on, and go home. It's for you to go global. You need to be touching people with who you are, what you say, and how you think, your ideas, your product, or whatever you're selling. You need to be global. Ted, you're thinking too small, baby. Global. Louisiana to Atlanta. Come on, global. Most men are not thinking global. They're only thinking about right now. How can I get mine off? You have to think global, but you do have to start somewhere, but you have to think global. If this is resonating with you, man, I can stop right now. I need to know this is hitting something. This is letting me know this is, you know what I'm talking about. Right. Play big for keeps. Right. Go big or go home. Right. Global thinking. This is not for those. Why even listen to this? Why listen to other content creators? Why listen to other content creators and everybody if you're not going to play large? Why? That doesn't make sense. Why keep going and listening and digesting and this and that if you're not going to go large? Go global. Go global. I know this may not be the keep silent to hear in all levels. All right. I appreciate that. Yeah. So that's the thing. When you enter the game, it was never designed for you to play small. It was always designed for you to play large, and so that you can go global. You should be global thinkers and not just men and women who only think about just their sectors. We are in the internet age, actually the space age, as I'm calling it. And if you don't think global as a man, if you don't think global as a woman, you will be left behind. I'm giving you this so that you can pivot in your game. It's about global now. We are connected like never before. People who are talking have never have talked maybe 20 years ago because of the lack of connectivity that we have, that we didn't have back then. If you don't go global and realize that you're supposed to touch and reach and live and interact with people that are not like you, you are missing out you're missing out on the very reason why you were born in this time. You could have been born in the 1800s or the early 1900s, but you were born in an age like this so that you can go global. It is those who have this mindset who would touch the world around them. That's why the game is here. If your game is just mitigated on how many women that you can get, how many women you can get in bed, so you can brag and come in whose chat room and say what you did and what you ain't did, and people can flex and say, yeah, I get all these women, I can do that. You have missed the whole purpose of the game. The game, yes, includes that, but the game includes something that's so much bigger. Because if you don't realize it, the world is playing the game on you. If you do not realize it, if you do not catch this, the world is what? Playing the game on you. Is doing what? Is playing the game on you. That's why there's different levels of the game. But if I can get you to think global, think bigger than what you are, think outside of you are, there will be no issue about women showing up in your life. The problem is we think too small as men, as individuals. If I can get you to think bigger and larger, women will be one of the factors. It will be a byproduct, because you still need game no matter what, because there's guys with money who don't have a lick of game, but they got money, but they don't even know how to interact with a woman from day one. That's why they get taken advantage. You can see with the entertainers, they get all this money, they can do all these things, but and athletes, but they have no game. They have no what? Game. So I want you to think, well, if I just get more money, I'm going to do better. I'm going to be better with. No, you need money and game. Money and game. Money and game. Money and game. You need game the most because it's the foundation to take you to wherever you need to go. If you understand the game, when you get money, it'll just make it even easier. You have more access to do what you want to do. What's stopping you from doing what you really want to do is that your lack of money that you have in your life. Many guys have the access, but they don't have the game, and therefore they get taken advantage, and then they what? Lose money. I said a whole lot right there, but I had to say it. So that's what I want you to get today. When you enter the game, it's about playing large or go home. It's about playing what? Large or go home. It's about playing large or go home. You need to be global minded as men. Too many men, I'm saying this on repeat, too many men are playing too small. And when you play small, you're going to get, you wonder why you're in the Pee Wee leagues and you're not in the NFL. You're on the midgets or the whatever they call it, Pee Wee, because you're playing too small. The game, when you enter this game, is about playing big. Thank you. When you have game, money is an amplifier. Please say that for those in the back of the room. Money just amplifies your game, your lack of game or the game that you have. Please understand that. That's right on the. Appreciate you. First time seeing you in here. When you have game, money is just an amplifier. Jonathan, you hit it right there too. Money is just a tool to open up opportunities that you wouldn't have normally. Please understand what these men are saying. So you need money, game, game, money, money, game. They need to be married. They need to be married. So y'all need to get your economics together. What? But you need game too. Don't think, well, I just got to get my money together and I'm game tight. No, you need both. That's what most guys who are rich miss it when they get taken advantage of, because they got the money and the access, but they are so stupid because they don't have the game. Then you got the guys who got game, but they don't have access to the things that they really want to do. All money does is a tool. It's neither bad nor evil. It's just a tool. It's called amoral. It's neither bad nor good. So when you think globally, you realize, wow, what's going on, Tish? What's going on, Teresa? It's neither bad nor good, but most guys, bro, you thinking small. And this the thing too. Let me say that. Let me say this. Just because I'm saying about money, just because I'm saying that, I want you to understand some things you would never get into or exercise your game at that level if you don't have money. You need both. Let me say this. Your money, it's your game that gets to women, but it's your money that you need to maintain who you are and what you do. The money is not for the women, because too many guys think that if I get money, I can get all the women I want. If I do that, no. The game is what capture her. It's the money that maintains what you do. Because if you ain't have no money, your game is only going but so far. It's so many times she's going to want to go to McDonald's. I don't care what y'all say. I know they don't want to hear this, but it is the truth. It is the truth. Wake up, brothers. Wake up, sisters. Back to what we're saying. When you enter the game, once you enter the game, you must be what? You must think large. You must think global. Guys, get your money tight. I'm gonna be transparent. What I did just last week, I started another LLC. Why did I start another LLC? I'm thinking globally. I'm thinking my products need to have an LLC. I'm thinking down the road to protect myself and protect my intellectual property. Did I say that correctly? Yes. My intellectual property. That's not in my name, Lawrence D. Adams. It is in the name of my company. My media company owns my YouTube, and owns what? It owns my books. It owns my audio. It owns everything I do. Think globally. Think like a man. Think like a man. You need to be thinking globally. That's why I have a media company. Why do I have a media company? Oh, my media company owns Lawrence D. Adams. It owns this. I don't own it. My media company does. My books that I have, my media company owns it. The audio that I have, media company owns it. Why? Because you got to stop thinking from thinking hood rich. No, you need to be thinking, how do I maneuver as a man in these times? There's a lot of famous individuals that has money, status, but think small and find themselves broke. They have to think bigger, and as a consequence, you will elevate. Thank you very much. You said it right there. So I'm telling you, I'm not telling you something that I am not doing. I have an LLC I've been having for years. So why am I telling you this? I'm not saying it to brag. I'm saying you had to elevate. I need to buy another computer. Uh-oh, look what she's saying. Look what she's saying. Legal businesses get more tax benefits than the average American citizen. GAME. What did you say, babe? See? Legal businesses get more tax benefits than the average American citizen. If that ain't game, ding, 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 ding. League. Let me say that again for those in the back of the classroom who's listening. We're back in the auditorium, not back of the auditorium, back of the stadium. If somebody in the back of the stadium need to hear this. Legal businesses get more tax benefits than the average American citizen. The average American citizen pays more in taxes than anyone else, and they get the least respect. Game. I don't know what I want to do. If you don't figure out how to monetize and to turn what you do into a business and get off your stuff and do some stuff, please understand what's being said. Oh, you don't want to hear that. You want to be, how do I get more women? How do I get her to do this? How do I get her to get me oral sex? Dude, I'm telling you right now, the two must go hand in hand. The problem is on YouTube, guilty of it. Content creators, what we do is we only give you bits and pieces. We don't tell you how they all interchange and come together. Yeah, you need to know how to approach a woman. Yeah, you need to know to read her signals. Yeah, you need to know to get your money together. But all of this should all tie together to collectively so that it becomes holistic. That it becomes holistic and not segmented. So it's not this needs to come all together. You need to be holistically in this game. Some people need to lose weight on here. Some people need to get their eating habits corrected. That's part of the game. Come on, I'm talking again. That's why I'm saying you got to think larger. You got to think bigger, global minded. If you're only thinking about how you can get her in the bed, you miss the game that's really being given. If you only think, and that's just you're driven by your lower nature, you're missing the game that's really being given. You're missing the game that's really being given. If that's all you want, I understand that we all have needs and wants and what we want to do. I'm studying something now, even with that. But if all you want to do, your aim in life is how many women that you can push it, good. Guess what? You are missing the essence of why the woman is really there. I'm talking to some brother. I'm not saying that you shouldn't have those desires because it's natural. Most people try to suppress those desires and they end up acting kooky and clown. But the thing of it is, think bigger. Why can't you live in more than one place? Why can't you have a house in a summer house and then have a summer house maybe down in Florida or maybe out the country, and you have a winter house when you come for winter, whatever the case may be? Why can't you think? That's game. Is thinking beyond what these people are telling you. You got to think larger. When you enter the game, it's about playing large or going home. If this has resonated with you, let me know in the chat room. Know in this room that this is resonating with you. Let me know in the chat room. This is what you need to hear to get you off of your rump and do some stuff. If this has resonated with you, let me know in the chat room that hey man, I gotta do something, man. I gotta do something. All I'm doing is I'm pulling the chair out from under you so you can get up and do something. So you can think global minded. So you can think bigger than what you are. So you're not just thinking about and I'm not saying, please understand that we all want to have sex. Don't come up here lying. And I don't care if it's a woman or man in here. Everybody wants to have some pleasure. Everybody wants some sexual healing. Don't you act like that. Don't you dare come over to this live and act like you don't want to do that. Don't you dare come over here and say, oh, no, I don't want to do that. No. But if that's your aim focus, you're missing out on life. You're missing on the beauty of you have not tapped into the real depths of a woman if that is your main focus. Most guys only get the surface levels of a woman and not the depths that's there. Oh, I know what I'm talking about. If you can crack open the woman mentally, spiritually, physically, the things that you will see and experience from her will be totally different. You would not complain about another woman again because you know your position as a man, but also too, you will eat the fruits of which you have planted inside that woman that's far beyond what you can ever think. I'm telling you what I know. I'm telling you what I've seen. The problem is when you only think small, you only get small results from the people around you. When you only think small, you're only going to get small results from the people around you. One of the most consistent content creators in this spirit, Mr. LDA, quality over quantity. That's the thing. Thank you. I appreciate that. Salute. I appreciate that. Do you understand that? And it's for the women too, because I know I got women to listen. There is men who will blow your mind mentally, spiritually, and take you onto another level. But most people are afraid to get on the roller coaster. You know why? It's amazing. When I used to go to the roller coasters when I was younger, they had something in front of the roller coaster before you can get on the ride. They had this height indicator. And if you were a certain height, you couldn't get on the roller coaster. I'm like, man, I can't wait till I get tall enough to get on the roller coaster. Many of y'all mentally and spiritually are not up to height to ride certain roller coasters. You mentally and spiritually, and the level of your game has not been up to height to ride certain roller coasters that you need to be on. Oh, I'm talking to you. Some of you are not up to height mentally, spiritually, game wise. That's why I ask you to play larger to get you to ride on certain things, adventures that will blow your mind, that would take you to another level. Well, I'm talking to you in my 3 minutes. In my 3 minutes. I like how structured and inspiring your content is. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm humbled by you. Trust me, I'm humbled. Because what you don't know behind, let me say this behind the scenes. I'm working, new mic, got a new light. So I give a better product, better content, more reading. I want to make sure I give you the best. So I'm even structuring some things now to uplift things so it's better. You should be playing what? Large globally. See, the thing, I could have been doing my content like I've been doing it. I could have had no lights in here and it looked like this. I'm gonna show you what it would have looked like. Hey guys, see the difference? But because I want to play large, let me jot this down a little bit. There we go. I want to play large. I want to give a better product. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Do you understand what I'm saying to you guys? You should be like the ant working, building something that's larger than you. Your game, don't get this game and sit on it. Somebody told me something today. I'm about to say what she said. Why would you get the game and allow it to sit out and get spoiled? Why would you get this game and allow it to sit out and get spoiled? Why would you allow this game, get it, and allow it to sit out and get spoiled? I don't understand what people do that. Why would you get this and allow it to get spoiled? Why would you do that? Too many people have allowed their game to what? To get spoiled. You allow it to get spoiled. So in closing, you have any questions before I run this video right quick? Appreciate the compliments. And the number for the day is 25. We didn't do a number yesterday. 25. We were on fire yesterday. So fire was the number yesterday, but 25. 25 is the number for today. 25. 25 is the number for today. 25 is the number for today. That's right. There you go. There you go. 25. We didn't do one yesterday. That's the first time in a couple long time we didn't do a number. But 25 was the number for today. 25. So 25 plus 25 plus 25. 25 is the number for today. Let's run this commercial right quick while we are going there. I want you guys to let me know what you think about this once this ends. So what you guys think about that? Let me know in the chat room right quick before I end this broadcast. What you guys think about that? I like that word you use right there, smiles. Smile with your eyes. Oh, yes. Guys, what you think about that right there? Need to work some more on it. Like that? Like that. That's good. That's good. That's dope. All right. All right. All right. I see you. I see you. I see you. I see you. Yeah. Haha. Somebody put the peach. I ain't gonna even go there with the peach. All right. All right. All right. You know that music that was created. Babe C, the music is getting done. Getting mixed down. Gonna have it out. Make sure you get that link. Y'all hit that. Y'all hit that. Nobody hit a super chat. Nobody hit the PayPal. Nobody hit the Cash App. Nobody did nothing today. Oh my God. I'm about to get out of here. Get my vitamin. Take my vitamin cocktail that I make. And I will be out of this jaunt. Good video. You guys liked it. Good, good, good. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Exclusive. Y'all ain't seen it here. You ain't gonna see it nowhere else. It's only seen here. So yeah, definitely, man. You guys, I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. Lawrence D. Adams, the number for the day is 25. And I am